What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, Mr. Drakenator. Uh, I've been working on creating another video on this for a few weeks now. OBS had some issues, not just for me, but for everybody, and they've finally released updates that have fixed it. It was constantly crashing in the middle of recording, and I wanted to make a review over the most recent patch to Dead by Daylight, but that wasn't really going to happen. Um, and at this point, everybody's learned what this patch is about and they understand it. There's no point in making a video about it at this point. But, um, I've really started to acknowledge a certain killer perk, and, I noticed that not many people pick it up, and that's Hex Devour Hope. Why I love this perk so much is how rewarding it is for not camping. Um, Whenever I first saw this perk, I misread it, and I thought it was promoting camping by um, saying that if you're within 24 meters of the hook, you're going to gain these benefits. But no, you have to be outside of 24 meters, which is really awesome. I love that a lot. And so, uh, I've seen it get so little usage that I want to propose a few ideas that might make it more of an efficient choice to people. Um, a few of these require making it a non-totem. So the first one I think is making it not a totem, but increasing how far from the hook you have to be. Automatically, some people think it not being a totem is overpowered, and I can kind of agree, but increasing the range that you are from the hook almost guarantees a save on that survivor, and if you even made it far enough, you could even pull off a heal, and that would also maybe promote will make it as well, because then they could heal them up because of how far you're going to be away from the hook. So that's just one idea. The second is, again, it not being a totem, but increasing the amount of tokens that you need for getting these benefits. Because even right now, I think the amount of tokens required is pretty low. Um, Almost too low. Getting an infinite one hit down for only 3 tokens is pretty wild. But again, it's a totem right now. So if we made it a non-totem and made it more like 5 tokens, or maybe even 6 tokens for that one hit, I think it would still be rewarding camping. And you could make another benefit for 3 tokens, just not as powerful. And I think that would make it picked up more, and it still would reward camping. Or, reward not camping. um, Now we get to 3, where it remains as a totem. First one is it stays as a totem, but whatever totem the perk is connected to, and this goes for every hex perk, the third seal, ruin, thrill of the hunt, yeah, all those. Um, if they're connected to a perk, they take 2 times as long to cleanse. Um, some people may think this is too long, but I think this makes it easier, or more efficient, because it's actually going to take some time for survivors to be able to get rid of this perk instead of being able to get rid of it in only a few seconds, because it's a big risk to run these perks. Another one where it remains as a totem. Notify the killer of what totem it is connected to at the start of the match. There are multiple totems here, and so if we could know what totem it's connected to, I think we'd be able to defend it easier, and it would kind of let us know if we're nervous that somebody could be breaking it, we should go here. And so I think that would be smart as well. And that could be combined even with the 2 times as long to cleanse. I think if you had both of those things, it'd be wildly picked up more. We would see, I think, a pretty big drop, or pretty big increase in that. Finally, is notify the killer if a survivor is cleansing the totem. This one, I'm sure people are going to disagree with. They think it's way too powerful. And I can agree. So, seeing the survivor whenever they're cleansing it is really strong. Maybe within even a certain range of the totem, that'd be good too. Or, seeing a perk come out for either a new killer or just a new perk for every killer, where it gives them this benefit. They could combine it with Devour Hope, and I think that would make it get picked up more. They're all just ideas that provide a way to get this perk more usage. It's not like my favorite perk, but the idea of it promoting non-camping I love, because as a killer, I hate to camp. I mean, even in this video that I show, I may camp some. Most of the time I try not to, and I really hate it. My main goal as the killer is to make it a fun match for the survivors as well as for myself, rather than just trying to get 4-mans every game, no matter what. And this perk just really promotes that, actually giving the survivors a chance to save teammates. And so that's why I like it so much. It just sucks that we don't see it get picked up that much because of how easily they can get rid of it. So I want to know what you all think of these ideas, and I'd like to hear your own ideas on how we could see this perk or all the other hex perks get more usage, because I really just love it. I think it is such a good perk that has such a good purpose, and it just sucks that all that potential goes down because they can get rid of it in only a few seconds. Pretty quick video. It was a sudden thought, because I was looking at the wiki and I looked at the perk and I realized it's if they're outside of this range, and I loved it, and I was like, I want to see more people run this, and so here are some ideas I propose to make it more used. Once again, I'm going off my own ideas right now, but if anybody wants to hear a topic for me to discuss, please do so. I don't really have much else to say about the perk. I just really would like to see some way for it to be more used. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and other than that, I'll be back, my Terminators.